Comrades, don't worry about leaders of black political parties that say they do not want unity with MK.
Morning guys, good morning once again. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, creep here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I am not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who is also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our beautiful country. Pardon us guys when we start by commenting, because I know that you want to see the videos of Floyd and we're talking about Julius, Malema and President Ramaphosa, but unfortunately these are the terms and conditions of YouTube. We just have to add some commentary before people can, just to mix the content that we are bringing. So I'm going to leave you watching that, and I'll be back with my commentary right at the end, because Sana, it is happening out there. Floyd clapping back at Julius Malema and also calling President Ramaphosa a clerk, the colonial clerk. Guys, you know, this is early days, but I'm telling you, we are yet to see the wonders. Blind as we go into the 2026 local government elections. The campaign is going to be hardcore. That I'm expecting is we're going to see things that we have never seen before. People will be calling each other names. People will be taking other people to court. I'm expecting those fireworks as we go into this. Anyway, guys, let me leave you watching. I'll be back at the end with my closing commentary.
You know, before the independence of most of these countries, what the colonizing forces will do, they will put colonial clerks. They are not presidents to say you are responsible for Gold Coast, you are responsible for Upper Volta. But from time to time, you must come to our countries to report of how are you handling and managing the natives in the area where you are a colonial clerk of. That you must come and say, yes, boss, we are doing everything according to what you said. We are doing everything according to what you said. And they used to wear three-piece suits like colonial clerks to go and report that, no, we're managing your territory properly. That is exactly what Cyril Ramaphosa and Ronald Damula were doing in America. They are colonial clerks. And comrades, we must be very concerned about what happened in that place in America. The fact of the matter is that the interest and aspirations of the descendants of colonial settlers and our interest cannot be one. Because despite the capitalist aspirations of colonialism, what also got to sustain it is global racism. The deep-seated racist attitude and treatment of people of African ancestry is what defines global politics up to this day. Apartheid was declared crime against humanity. Defenseless kids were killed by apartheid government. Not once did the American government say they're going to take black people as refugees in America. Not once. But here in South Africa, with a fictionalized genocide of white people, already they're jumping to say their kin and kith must come to join them in America, because there is so-called genocide which only exists in the figment of their imaginations. Now, what happened in that house, like you could have seen the colonial mannerisms of Cyril Ramaphosa, no balls were tiny. We appreciate you. We are nothing without you. We are here to beg you, you must come and fight crime for us. We are here to even offer our rare minerals, rare earth minerals. And then in the talk there, then they bring any else. Any else says, no, we want to thank America for having assisted us in the war against Angola in the 1980s. And the war he's referring to is the Battle of Kitoonava. When the USSR towards its end, when Cuba realized that the liberation of South Africa will not happen, they brought in military capacity to fight against the apartheid government. In Angola, in a town called Kitoonava. And in that war, in that battle of Kitoonava, Mkhonto soldiers were fighting, the MPLA fighters were fighting as well in Angola. The SWAPO forces of Namibia were fighting against apartheid. But the apartheid government was assisted by the United States of America in the late 1980s. And any else says, we want to thank you, America, for fighting against freedom fighters. And Ramaphosa doesn't say anything about that. Ronald Lamola doesn't say anything about that. If anything, when they allow him to speak, he points at John Steinhuisen. And the Battle of Kitoonava is the battle that forced the apartheid regime into negotiation table, because the Cuban forces were militarily superior to apartheid. And in a negotiated settlement of that war, the agreement was that a country which was called Southwest Africa, Namibia, must be given independence and freedom. So Namibia is a product of the Battle of Kitoonava, which was assisted by the Cubans and the Russians, fought against by the Americans. But any else, the delegation of South Africa says, no, we want to thank you for wanting to suppress freedom in South Africa, in the African continent. Namibia was given independence because of the Battle of Kitoonava. Comrades, don't worry about leaders of black political parties that say they do not want unity with MK. We are going to unite voters underneath them and leave them alone as leaders. We have already started. We have already started in KwaZulu-Natal. We unite the voters and then we leave a shell there. People will just speak forever, talking to nothing. This unity that we are asking for, we're not begging it. We're demanding unity of black people so that we can bring about liberation. And if leaders don't want to unite, we're going to unite the voters. Our people know what they want. Our people can see that these are charlatans. Thomas Sankara saw this long time ago. Amika Cabral saw this thing long time ago. Kwame Nkrumah saw it long time ago. That the enemies of progress are those who are going to fight against unity of progressive black forces. Those are enemies of progress. And then they find comfort in giving power to white political parties and working together with them.
If you watched up to here, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my videos. Thank you for choosing to stay up to this point. And the next time you bump into my videos, kindly watch my ads in full. That support really goes a long way, guys. Ndiyabulela kakhulu, okay? So when it comes to politics, guys, please don't forget to share your comments in the comment section. These things of politics, I'm glad I'm not a politician, because anyway, guys, do have yourself a beautiful day.